I have 1 year to change it all, and this is what week 3 looked like. Honestly, it wasn't as strong as the first 2 weeks, but I'm proud that I've continued to do it. I've kind of not performed where I wanted to be, but it has inspired a new push to continue into next week with a lot of these new goals and a lot of action plans on how to actually make them happen. So I'm pretty keen for that. The things that I'm doing kind of well are the whole foods diet, getting back into the sauna. These kind of things are making me feel great. And if I can couple that with some good time management coming up, that'll be really perfect and it will set us up really strong for week 4. Accomplishments, we've actually relaxed more. I found that honestly, it's been the changes we've made this week. The sauna and the whole foods diet, you can't beat that. They have just really set me up well. I've been reading as well every night. That's fantastic for me. Getting some sunlight, all those kind of things. They're really perfect for just putting me in that good mindset. So I've totally relaxed more, which is great. But I did get disrupted halfway through the week. I had to travel for work, so I was pretty proud to be able to get back on track after that. But there is a bit of a challenge in there that I'll mention later. Good news is the YouTube videos are going to get an improvement soon because we've got lighting inbound, and by lighting inbound, I just mean one phone light, just for starters, just to see how we go with it and see if we can improve. But I've also gonna hit up a mic soon, I think, and we're gonna get we've got a good idea for the monthly videos, or a better idea for the monthly videos. So we're gonna have to start working on that soon, get into that. Now, there were some setbacks for the week. The the social media urge is kicking back in again. I noticed I'd wake up in the morning, I'd turn the alarm off straight away because nobody wants that sound. And I'd pick it up, I'd be on my phone already. So then I noticed that I'd go into things like Instagram and TikTok and kind of just check messages, check comments, see if there's anything like that to look at. I'd really have to pull myself in to just make sure I didn't just scroll and continue scrolling and just observe other posts. So I need to get off the phone in the morning. Full stop. The alarm goes, I need to turn the alarm off, put the phone down. In fact, I don't even think I should take it with me on all the walks that I do, unless I'm going to film a little bit of walking for that day, because why not, I guess. There was still less business work, which we're laying down the law. Enough is enough. That's 2 weeks in a row that I've said I need to work on the business more. So I've actually made an action plan now, and we're going to deliberately incorporate business work into it. I've set some steps actually for what I'm going to do. So I know that I've got like a rough plan of what the business is at the moment. It's an online business, by the way. But that plan is just a plan. So I need to make an outline of it, and that has to be done by the end of the week. I have to have a rough outline by the end of the week. I need to film content for the brand page, or at least outline what those videos will actually look like. So I'm talking scenes, like what each scene will be. This one's crazy. Gym. I go nuts at gym already. That's the thing I'm putting into most, is like I want to get into shape. I want to look good. I want to have bigger muscles. But it is very time consuming. So I'm going to test this week by doing shorter rest times or some supersetting. And that's like back-to-back exercises for those who don't know. And we're going to see how that goes. See if we can like even reduce the time we spend at gym, because we're going like 2 hour sessions sometimes. We need to see if we can maybe bring that closer to like that hour 20 mark. That would get a bit of time back in our day already. Although we would potentially lose that to sauna on some days. We're going to split the whole online thing into a plan, a book, and a dropship inside eventually. That's the idea. So we've moved forward a little bit with our business kind of pathway. So we're proud about that. We need to make sure we're consuming good content as well though. So when we do have some relaxing time, and if I am on my phone, I need to cultivate my content and my feed. But I might do a video on that later in the week. And we need to move off paper. Where for the website where everything's written down on paper still, we need to move online, move onto a computer, and we must have a name for this business, this plan by the end of the week. We have to do that. That is a must. We also are going to incorporate some reading, a self-improvement book. We have a self-improvement book that I'm reading, but I didn't read it at all last week. I read it once, I think. So I think we're going to make it so that every night or every second night, we slide it in just before we start reading our other book. One more thing is we have to at least search for communities out there that I would like to be a part of, because that's one of the things that I'll need to get into, is being around like-minded people. That's a move forward that has to happen at some stage. So we're going to action it early and start moving forward with that. I did do some journal entries. There were some things I wanted to sum up. I said during the week in one of my journal entries, I think I really can do this. Now, I need to see if I can hold on to that motivation and get that motivation every single day. That would be fantastic. And some way to say it is remaining disciplined, but I just want to, whatever it is, I need to hold on to that. I made it through the week. Yes, going back to before, I made it through the week, but the disruption had the potential to throw me off completely. I was tested by that. Being out of my home, out of my daily schedule, having to kind of make it up as I go on the spot with certain things, that was tough. I need to plan better in the future for that, I believe. Libido, hormones, they're doing their own thing with all of this new changes. We'll get into that when we get into that, not this week, but we're going to see where that goes first. And lastly, I did enjoy my birthday the other day. I'm not going to have that every week, but that was a big part of the relaxation. So I need to look for the things that gave me that made me so relaxed. And I just need to see if I can recreate those in the coming weeks. But that is it. That's it for week 3. We don't have any real new amazing YouTube content for week 3, but that's something we're going to look at in the future as well. So we're going to start with lighting, hopefully by next week, or mic'd up by next week. Potentially week 5 with the mic. We haven't organized one really yet, but that's week 3, and we're going to have an awesome week 4, and we're going to make things happen. So come back in a week and find out if I did.